We did it, ladies and gentlemen. This channel has officially just hit its 10,000 subscribers. Let's go. That is right, everybody. Today is a very special day on the channel because we have just hit 10,000 subscribers, a very hefty goal that we set ourselves for 2022, and you guys absolutely smashed it with plenty of days to spare. But I just want to take a moment here to kind of speak candidly about what that means to me. So if you guys want to skip ahead to the video, I completely understand. Probably skip like a minute or so ahead, but I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart how appreciative and grateful I am for every single person who's not only watched the videos but subscribed, and all the members on the channel to help support me along the way. This is by no means been a quick journey. This has been a very long, tedious couple of years, and I just want to say thank you, not only for me, but from my family, my wife. We all thank you for everything you guys have done to get us to this point. Like I said, it's been a long journey, and we're by no means there yet. We're still pushing. We still got a long ways to go, and we have a lot of things we want to accomplish along that way. But yeah, I just want to take that minute to just, again, thank you guys, because it gives not only me, but again, my family, a bunch of hope that this could be something down the road, down the line, something we can see myself doing in the future. And it's nice to be at this point. It just feels good. It feels like validation for a lot of the hours of work we put into this. So thank you, appreciate you guys. And with that being said, let's jump into the video officially and talk about today's list. All right, now that we're done with that, give me 1 second. We'll talk about today's deck. Today's deck is going to be a Mardu reanimator list, and this reanimator list is going to specialize in enchantments and artifacts, and that's because the build around here today is Brilliant Restoration, a card that reanimates every enchantment, every artifact from our graveyard at the exact same time when we cast a spell, which is pretty nuts, especially because we fill up the graveyard quite a bit here with things like Cemetery Tampering, the Elder Dragon allowing us to discard our entire hand if we want to refill it with extra cards, and Cemetery Tampering able to obviously mill cards off the top of our deck every turn. Pretty busted. Our win cons are going to be things like Portal to Phyrexia and Cityscape Leveler, two very powerful artifacts that can come back from the graveyard and disrupt everything. But not to mention, we also have the Painful Quandary in this deck, which if you play this card, sometimes the opponent's gonna have to pay 5 life or discard cards, which could be an absolute death sentence in a lot of cases. But it's a very fun deck that I'm sure you guys are gonna really enjoy today. We've kind of popped off with this thing, but if you guys want, there'll be a full deck breakdown at the end of today's video, so stick around for that. In the meantime, in the links below, there's a full deck list, and if you guys enjoy content just like this, don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe, and if you guys do that, it will help support the channel, obviously, in a very big way. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy the games. We'll see you guys back here at the end. Peace. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. Today's a very special video because we just hit 10,000 subscribers. So I got to start off by saying thank you to every single one of you who have been watching my videos, man. I appreciate you guys so much, and I appreciate us being able to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark, especially before the end of the year like we've been asking. And you guys are just amazing, man, and I really couldn't have done this without you. Obviously, you guys are the reason this channel is so successful. So I want to open up by saying that, just giving my gratitude. Secondly, we are going to be paying honor to the 10,000 subscribers and celebrating that by playing a deck here that is got to be one of my favorite things to do of all time, which is A, reanimate, and B, playing a Mardu build. And we're going to be doing both of those things here today. And we're going to be doing it with a Brilliant Restoration. We're going to be doing it in style. We're going to be popping that thing for like 50 enchantments in a single turn. But we are missing land drops right now, which feels so bad. So we are going to have to pass the turn back to the opponent here to just kind of do their thing. That's tough. That's tough. I thought we had a good enough hand here because of the Bitter Reunion. I thought for sure drawing 2 extra cards would get us there, but apparently that was some wishful thinking on my part. All right, and ooh, we hit a land. Let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Aganjo in here. I want to make sure we ensure that 4th land drop so I can blow up the board here. Let's blow this joint. This is a very fun build though, guys. I mean, I've been playing a couple of games with it already. I know we're down to 87, which really stinks, man. We started off so hot, and we've just been experimenting a little too much, man. Do we have anything in the yard we can bring back? We do not. So let's decline this. Let's get this down. Let's just do a quick little sweep of the board. Take care of the underdogs. And then next turn, I can just go ahead and throw away pretty much every card in my hand if I wanted to, and just go digging for more. Which I just might do. All right, another land. I will keep the land. The opponent's hurting for lands too, though. I think I'll do it like that. And we do have the restoration, so I'm gonna go for treasures so I can ramp my way into it. And then the turn after that, I'll go with the cemetery tampering so I can fill up the graveyard a little bit. Let's give them haste. Bitter Reunion being able to give haste is actually such a big factor to why that card is so good. Such a big factor. All right, opponent's still sitting on 3 mana, not able to do much. They are an Esper build, a little bit of like a mid-rangey Esper build, it looks like. So I would imagine things like Rafine will be going to come down soon, not to mention Shieldred. But we're getting pretty close to being able to pull the Brilliant Restoration out, so once that happens, we'll be in good shape. Sorry, had some allergy issues going on here. All right, so we get the 4/4 dragon that goes to the graveyard, which helps a lot. And we'll go ahead and throw away you, and I guess you. Let's get some better cards here. Painful Quandary. All right, we do have the restoration ready to go, and we have plenty of really good cards in the yard, so I think I just might pull the trigger on that. But then again, our opponent does have blue mana and hasn't really played much, so I would imagine that they're holding some sort of counter spells here. But I really just kind of want to close this game out with a big restoration, so wish me luck. And they're drawing cards. That's a good sign of desperation. Does it hit? It does. Wow. And we get 2 Flesh Gorgers, a portal to Phyrexia. Just nonsense, man. Absolute nonsense. I mean, drop all of this, yeah? Fill up that yard. Let's do it all over again. Let's do it all over again. Too late for that. Let's end a turn. Could have done that and gave haste, but I was just a little timid and worried about those counter spells, but they didn't show us any, so we get this one through, and we're feeling good, man. Feeling very good. That was a good little turnaround here. That's okay, I guess. It does stink, but I do get to play you know, the Portal of Phyrexia, getting back my Flesh Gorger and giving it haste, so I'm totally fine with that. Not to mention that our Dragon War is going to give a 4/4 in haste. Okay. Smart choice, but you did forget about the dragon, so it doesn't really matter. 6, 7, 8. I also get the Cityscape Leveler, which is great, so let's do that. Oh, we get another Brilliant Restoration. Let's go. Let's do it again. Back to back? Sure, why not? Why the heck not? All right, let's see their hand, and let's get ourselves another land. This is just ridiculous, guys. This has got to be the most broken thing you can ever do, honestly. It feels like the most explosive, most busted thing ever. Teferi gone. So they did have counter magic, so they had to make this appear. Good thing that we didn't get hit with that earlier. I'm just gonna keep filling up the graveyard for much bigger and bigger restorations. All right, GG's, my friend. GG's. And then there goes their bank buster, not to mention. Not to mention that. Oh, man. And what are we at life total wise? Minus 24 to what? 24. Nice. Nice. Let's go. That's how you kick it off, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you kick it off. All right. What a good way to start off the video, man. Absolutely nuts. It's actually really good. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I have the restoration, right? So I can make some, you know, ramp happen here. And also, not to mention the Dragon War can get us going on the discard very heavy. This is a very good card for this build because it gets rid of a ton of cards very fast and refills your hand pretty quickly as well. Discard a card, not a problem. I guess it is kind of a problem until we find that, you know, that brilliant restoration. You never should be too eager to discard until you know you have that final piece of the puzzle. All right, Evolve Sleeper grows. That's fine. Looks like they're going to be a little bit cautious about how they play this, which is smart. I would have been able to burn them with this, but now I can't. But I did just draw Depopulate, which is pretty awesome. Doesn't really matter, but let's just play this like so. Like so. Like so. All right, nice little cleanup. I didn't think that was like a big value hit, but you know, it forces them to reset, slows them down a bit here. Come on. Oh, let's go. I was gonna say, come on, red source, and we got it. We got the red source, which means we get to hit this and destroy their little Evolve Sleeper. Love that. All right. They're sitting on 3 mana currently, and they destroy my restoration. Oh, come on. I was just about to get into their hand. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Okay. Please, please, please no more hand hate from the opponent. If they don't give me any hand hate on this next turn, this game is a wrap. I really hope we can get through it. Come on, play like a Shieldred. That works. Perfect. Perfect. This is GG's, guys. This is GG's if I've ever seen one. And let's see their hand. Let's go ahead and do one of these. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have anything in my hand. I should have thought of that beforehand. And there's the scoop. Oh, let's go. Double portal to Phyrexia was just a little too much for the opponent to handle. I do not blame them. My goodness, look at this board. Oh my gosh. GG. I mean, guys, what else is there to say? What else is there to say or see? This is amazing. I love this card. This is such a great card, man. And opening hand here does not look great on the surface, but we're 1 land away from this, which leads into this. I mean, it's a lot more doable than you might think. But of course, that does mean I need 1 more land. I may lose this game strictly on that keep, but I was willing to take I was willing to roll the dice. Let's see if it pays off. Not paying off yet. Come on, red land, any land. I'll take any land, but red land in particular would be nice. Oh, let's go. We're in it. We're in this game. Don't count us out yet. We are in it. Another Morbid Opportunist is not fun. That's a lot of card advantage for them later. All right, good. We get another land. Might not be a ton of like reanimation stuff going on here, but we could probably just beat them outright if we just keep playing our spells on curve here. Just try to get the value out of them. All right, they pay the damage. They eat another damage from their Infernal Grasp, but they draw 2 more cards, which is pretty bananas. I am going to get a 3/4 body though, which is super helpful. And I've also got, you know, 5 lands, hopefully 6 this next turn. Yikes. Okay. Well, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just discard. It's not exile, so. But I would imagine they're going to take the restoration here. What am I looking for? I'm probably looking for a depopulate. But depopulate gets them a couple of cards too. That's a pretty interesting but a very good grab, I think, on their part, if I'm being honest. Oh, I gotta respect that. That was not terrible. All right, so we just need one more land here to get back both Flesh Gorgers with the restoration, but it needs to be specifically a white land, a plains. Can we pull it off? Who knows? Who knows? No attacks from the opponent. Wow. Okay, well, in that case, thank you, and we'll reset. Really appreciate that. Holy cow. I thought they were going to send all 3 there, which was going to make things very tricky for me on that block, so I'm glad they didn't. They are down to no creatures, but 1 Invoke Despair away from death, or... That's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good. It's good enough, I think. Ooh, we got... Oh, it's not the land we needed. That's a bummer. Well, we lose strictly because that was not the right land drop. We could have gotten this down in 1, but unfortunately, Shieldred's going to take us out here. Go ahead, Shieldred. Do your worst. I concede. Man, bummer. Bummer. We were one planes away from just absolutely dunking on him with these Phyrexian Flesh Gorgers, but... All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just... They just passed the turn back to me. I see. I think they thought I had a Wandering Emperor, but let's just take a look here. I just thought they were just being a troll and not finishing out the game. And I find it cruelty, Gix. I was gonna say, let's just see if that would have made any difference. It absolutely would have made a difference. I could have got a Flesh Gorger back at full pull, but they would have probably just killed it with an instant speed removal anyways. But yeah, that was a really untimely concede right there. Yeah, well, that was just some unfortunate timing. I gotta say, I had no idea they were gonna fall for a Wandering Emperor bluff that I didn't even mean to do, but it happens. It happens. Opening hand here is pretty cool. I'll keep it. There we go. All right, looks like we might be up against, I was gonna say mono green, but now it's starting to look like Selesnya Enchants maybe? Yeah. Selesnya Enchants, huh? Okay. What should we do here? Maybe we go with Fable first. This could be really good depending on what we end up being able to sweep, but this is gonna get too big for this by the time we can get it down, I think. We can 2 damage isn't gonna be enough to cut it, I don't think. But they did just do nothing on that turn, so who knows? Who knows? Maybe. I think the Long Reach of Night's going to be able to get us some value here, because I would imagine the opponent's probably holding on to some exiling effects, which is why they didn't play anything there. And they're going to play some sort of Circle of Confinement here on my 2/2. Yep. Yeah, that was a pretty easy read, but I don't think I have an answer for it, though. Like I said, Long Reach of Night going to be pretty good here, though. Not to mention I could just seed the Empire on it, but I'm gonna go and do this. I think it's fine. It forces them to make bad decisions of discarding or killing it. Either way, we'll take the advantage. I'm down. They don't have any lands in hand, so we know we're gonna hit an actual like viable card out of their hand. So okay, exile turn creature comes forward. Okay, that's pretty good. And they still don't have their 3rd land drop. Looks like this might be a pretty open and shut game here, and it's not their fault. Obviously, keeping a 2-land hand is their fault, but it's still a bummer because I do that sometimes too. And sometimes it just haunts you, man. It really haunts you. One, two, three. We have 3 white sources. I just need one more and make sure we're guaranteed. I think I'm gonna go with the Elder Dragon War and then just discard pretty much my entire hand. Clearly this is a very tough decision for them to make though, because their hand is so decently filled with, you know, threats. So they have some instant speed magic. Could be like a what's that card? They have that card that makes you exile and then bring it right back. What am I thinking of? It's gosh, we play it all the time in our blink decks. It's gonna I swear I know what card it is, but all right, let's do that. Ooh, okay, depopulate, not bad. All right, but yeah, they've got that blink spell. It's oh, Touch of the Spirit Realm. That's the card I'm thinking of. They have that card where, you know, they can blink my card for 2 mana, or they could blink their card, or they can use it for an exiling effect for 3, which I think that's what they're trying to do, is just get that exiling effect off. But yep, they have it. Touch of the Spirit Realm, just like I thought. But they're gonna let me reset, which is super strange. I don't know what the deal was on that, but I'll take it. All right, we get plenty of blockers now. Let's discard you and you. Actually, you, because I might actually play the Long Reach of Night here. Just keep attacking their hand. Just be an absolute savage about it. Keep attacking their hand, because there's no way they can give up the Kami. They're so close to, you know, getting my health down to 0. They're gonna just keep trying to force it through, which I'm not scared of by, you know, by any means, because we have so many creatures now to block with, and only 2 mana for them to work with. The exile is not enough. So not to mention we have the Seat of the Empire, which we can cast because we're going to get a treasure here. So putting the opponent in a very, very awkward spot here. I don't blame them for taking their time here, because this is again, if you don't have a land in your hand, you just have a grip of cards that are all helpful. You don't want to throw any of those away, but hopefully they're not roping us. Hopefully we're not getting the old rope treatment for someone who's just got a little bit salty. I hope not, at least, but we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. If not, I will probably make an edit right here. We'll see you guys back here at the end. Yep, the opponent definitely salty and roping us. That is for sure. So they automatically lose their creature then because they timed out. We attack through and we say go. Easy peasy. Now, if we get a restoration, that's, you know, definitely going to be a complete blowout, but I don't think we're going to have the opportunity. I'm pretty sure the opponent's just going to, yep, they scoop it up. There it is. GG's. Very nice. On to the next. All right, another very good win right there. That one was like I said, pretty open and shut, easy game. The opponent really were keeping a bad hand there, so not exactly their fault. This is a very easy keep for me to make here, because 2 bitter reunions means just a lot of cycling to get stuff into the graveyard quickly, not to mention helping us find the tool we need, which is our Brilliant Restoration. And we're up against Golgari so far. Which, by the way, I think we're getting Vraska in a new set. Speaking of Golgari, I'm pumped, dude. This new set has got me so hype. 10 Planeswalkers, that's my kind of set, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an absolute Planeswalker like lover, man. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this. All right, Fable comes down, easy peasy. And we'll probably drop, I don't know, what do we drop here? I can reanimate, you know, this on 5, which is, well, actually I can reanimate it next turn, which is pretty busted. I just might do that. Actually, never mind, I can't. How quickly things change in this game, huh? You go from having it to not having it real fast. All right. I might play this, actually. Let's go ahead and drop 1 land and a bitter reunion, which kind of sucks to say to drop that, but I think it's we might have to do that. And then again, Long Reach of Night seems fine. Forces a discard or them to kill their spider, so I mean, either way, that's good value for us. Dang, them taking that them taking our 2/2 there really crushed our spirits because we needed the treasures to kind of ramp up to our bigger stuff. So, and that is also a problem. Yikes. Okay. They are in the no fun zone. That is for sure.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
They do not want us having any fun here today. Oh, they should not have done that. They're going to regret that one a lot. I'm not going to lie. Oh, thanks for the Titan, my friend. Thanks for the Titan. They just made the biggest mistake of their lives and they don't even know it. They don't even know it yet. Thank you. All right, here we go. And I would imagine that they have a lot of kill spells that do direct, you know, destroying effects, which is why I went for the treasure. I'm sorry, which is why I went for the shield counter. But the opponent actually goes with the Gix's command, which is actually surprising. I didn't expect that as a removal there. And then they go ahead and kill the 4/4 with Liliana. You know what though? I'm taking that. That to me was a value just explosion, really, because we got rid of their Liliana, their Gix's command, and we did it all on their dime. We did it all on their own creatures and stuff. So all right, let's gosh, I can't play anything, which is a bummer. Yeah, that's a bummer because that transforms. Yikes. Our brilliant restoration is not going to be very good. Let's just put it that way. Not at all. 1 2 3 4. We got enough for this next turn. But man, they've just eaten my graveyard. That's not good. Okay, well now they get their Titan of Industry back. And we die. Okay. And they get to exile 2 cards, not 1, but 2. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good, friends. Well, this went from being really, really good game for us to a really bad game really fast. You know what? Do we roll the dice on this and see what we hit, or do we just go with it? I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. We're gonna see what we can do. Depopulate's not bad. Oh, that's not good though. It's not good. It's not bad. All right, here comes a spider. They have 7 lands now. Titan comes down next turn. This eats up 2 more cards. Oh, what a bummer, dude. This thing is just absolutely decimated my yard. All right, well, I have a good depopulate. I have this, which, you know, is not terrible because we can drop the portal to Phyrexia. Get it back next turn. I'm going to hit a Brilliant Restoration for 1 portal. I mean, it's still good, though. It does kill the Titan of Industry in the 4/4 that they create here. Oh, nice. And they give me back that. That's huge. Okay. And I can do this. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. We're okay, guys. We're okay. Somehow we've made it so far where we're okay because we're getting the Titan of Industry this next turn, which is going to gain us to 5 life. So this might work out. We have to choose a hard decision here, though. They have 4 mana left over. They're getting 3 cards here, but we're also filling up the graveyard with potential items that we could use, right? Ooh. Select a pile to put into your opponent's hand. You can have that one. Hopefully I gave him the right pile. Yeah, that's fine. That is a-okay with me, man. Shieldred, nice. A lot of things I can gain life with from our opponent's graveyard. I love it. Definitely taking this first, though. Let's be real. Let's be real. All right. Long Reach of Night. Yeah, they're toast. Let's go. Oh my god, what a game, dude. What a game. Oh, we were on the verge of death, guys. We were on death's doorstep. My goodness. Ooh, what a game, man. That was an emotional roller coaster. Turn 5, Gix, you know, Cruelty of Gix pulling their own Titan out of their yard into my yard, or into my battlefield, was sick. And then to immediately lose it and then they get it back was, it's very scary. All right, this is good enough to make something happen, but if it's like a mid-range or control type deck, which it looks like it might be based on that first land drop, they're gonna answer our goblin, which then is gonna throw us into a loop. Oh, they're 5 colors. All right. I may regret that card being dropped. It's been very clutch for us in these last couple of games. All right, the opponent looking at my card, trying to figure out what I'm up to, I would imagine. And they drop down a Plaza of Heroes. This is going to be very much a legendary type build. I think I have to give this to them for now. And just say go, let them get the 3 and get 3 life. Probably draw 3 cards. We'll see, we'll see. And another one. Oh, that gives indestructibility though with no mana. No mana needed. Okay, well, they're gonna get 2 extra cards here. We are going to attack because I need the treasure to try to ramp into this. Let's see. Oh, that's a good hit. Okay. The more things I can get into the graveyard, the better. So I can get a big restoration off. So I'm gonna drop both of these. Even though the Dragon's War might be helpful, I'm gonna have to still get rid of it. All right, we definitely attack here. And then we force them to make that sacrifice to save their 3/3 by playing the sweeper, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like that'd probably be the right play because let's say they play another creature, right? They're gonna be able to protect both of those creatures. So might as well play this now, get rid of it. Four or 5, about to be 6. All right, 2 turns. That's what we're shooting for, guys. We need to survive 2 turn cycles and we'll be fine. It is a long shot though. This deck goes very fast, very hard. It's a 5 color just behemoth. If they find I was literally gonna say if they find a Joda, we're toast. And there's Joda. Oh man, yeah, we're not making it 2 turn cycles. No way. No way. I mean, we do have a chump block, I guess, with the 2/2 Fable. But even if I reanimate everything from my yard, it's not going to be good enough unless I find some really big tools here. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, but I don't think it's enough. That might find us something good at the start of our next turn. Let's see. Let us see. I'm going to take a land here because there's a strong possibility we don't get 20 cards in the graveyard. And if we don't get 20 cards in the graveyard, I don't want to waste a card underneath here that we could potentially cast. All right, now here's what we're all going to do together. We're going to cross our fingers and we're going to pray. Good game. Oh, good game. Lagrella is going to exile our reflection of Kiki Jiki, which is going to be enough to do it, unfortunately. So that is it for your boy. That is it. Wow. Dude, Joda goes out of control so fast. Guys, we were 1 turn away from casting our restoration. Not to mention, I would have just loved to see what 3 cards I was going to hit off the top of the deck, because if we would have hit like a Portal to Phyrexia, this could have been really interesting, but we don't get the opportunity to see, unfortunately. So we eat the damage. GG's. 1 turn away, man. 1 turn away. I think we went second there, which was a bummer. I think that's what really cost us. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we gotta see if we can end this thing strong, man. I gotta get a good game just to end this bad boy. Hope you guys have been enjoying this video though, man. I do appreciate you hanging out with me today. Thanks for clicking on it. It's been a lot of fun, dude. Mardu is the best. Brilliant Restoration's the best. And my camera's got all wonky. Sorry, hold on a second. That should kick back in a second here. What is that lag about? Well, let me see if I close a few things off my screen here. What if I close that out? Is that better? There we go. Too many tabs open. Okay. Let's drop this. Or no, let's drop this actually. And like so. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, sorry. The camera situation got me all confused. Man. This deck has been pretty good so far for us, man. It's been doing pretty good work for us. We have a pretty solid hand here too with the, you know, restoration hopefully ramping us up. We may not even need to worry about getting this to the graveyard. We may just ramp into it and then play it out on turn 9. There's been times that that's happened for us and it's been really good, so never mind. We will indeed be dropping it and reanimating it. I love how that happens instantly, man. Every time I talk about something, it seems to always happen. Mono white, huh? Okay. Mono white mid-range. It's been making a resurgence, this mono white mid-range stuff. All right, that's not bad. Actually, let's drop you though and tapped because I want to make sure I don't have to take too much damage to play my spells. And I really like their long reach of night here. This has been such a clutch card for us. It really, really has. Forcing our opponent to make a discard almost every turn has been really, really nice. It's been helping us get to our good Cruelty of Gix too, obviously, so. Nope, they take the token though. Nice. It does stop their card draw, so essentially it is kind of stopping a little bit of their card advantage, so I'll take it. I will take it. Okay. Are they gonna give what? Lifelink or probably Vigilance, I would imagine. Oh, lifelink it is, okay. All right, let's see what they discard here or kill, and that'll make my decision a little bit easier. But I think what I'm going to do here is go Cruelty of Gix. I mean, I could go with the Reunion, though, and look for another land, get one land closer to the Brilliant Restoration. My yard isn't even close to filled up yet, though, so maybe I do go with the Cruelty of Gix here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And then they're going to be exiling a lot of our stuff here, though, which is really sad because, you know, obviously if it gets exiled, we cannot reanimate it down the line. But I get to gain some life in the meantime. So I guess it's a little bit of a catch-22 where, you know, good and bad, a little bit of both. Their hand's not looking super great, though. Obviously, barring what they just drew, I have no idea. But from what I can see, it's not amazing, so... Get another land. That is helpful. And what do we want to pull here? I mean, a depopulate seems like a pretty fun idea just to keep the board clear while we're trying to find what we need. Is that what we want? Is that what we want? Yeah, I'm gonna take a depopulate. I don't love it. It's not the coolest thing ever, but I think it's good enough. Good enough to get the ball rolling here. See if they, you know, try to exile this. I'm honestly wanting them to exile it, right? Because I want the, if I depopulate, they're still going to have this in hand. And when I, you know, bring stuff back from the graveyard, they're then going to exile it, which is a bummer. So, but I think that's the play still. Dang it. Okay. So, I mean, we get the long reach tonight, right? It's in the graveyard. That's great. That's good stuff. But again, I play my first spell, right? Let's say I use the Cruelty of Gix. We go grab their Seraph or their Sarah Paragon. They're then going to just exile it, which I guess is fine in the long, you know, in the long game, but I was hoping they'd get rid of it. That's all. All All right, cool. We get a land and we get the Brilliant Restoration next turn. So I am going to get the Portal to Phyrexia and a Long Reach Night. Both cards very, very good. Not to mention they're probably going to have close to 3 permanents out, which we can hit. Never mind, they're not going wide. Okay, they are. Sorry if I sound a little all over the place right now. I'm trying to figure out how they're playing, and they're not doing exactly what I thought they would be doing in certain orders and aspects, but it's all good. I think it's all going to come out the same. A nice Portal to Phyrexia is going to shut this whole thing down, so we're going to shut this thing down. Not to mention we get a second Cruelty of Gix here, which is going to be phenomenal. This comes in at full price too. Here we go. Let the games begin. And there goes their 3 creatures. There's nothing in their hand. Love that. They can decline this, but who knows? They might drop a card. It doesn't matter what we give this because it's just going to sit there because it's got Summoning Sickness. Would have been nice if we had one more land there to get the Bitter Reunion off, but no go. Here comes the Exile, but I gained 3 life, so I'll take it. I will take it. Ooh, that's actually brutal. That's not good. Okay. Well, I can go fetch another one. Another Brilliant Restoration, I mean. But that's going to deal me how much damage? 3, right? So that deals me 3. So I'm going to get dealt 5 damage in total. I still think that's worth it, though, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think it's the best thing we can do. Maybe we just depopulate this turn, yeah? And then go with this. Taking the least amount of damage as possible. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. And then let's actually go with this. Because treasures are nice for us to not have to take damage from the Brilliant Restoration. So, all right, the opponent down to 1 card in hand. We're getting there, man. We're dwindling them down here a little bit. And they crack another 2/2 out of the deal, which is 3/3 thanks to the wedding announcement being flipped. And we'll take that. All right. It's kind of nice because of the Paragon being able to replay this. I'm trying to think though. Is that what I think that's what I want to do, right? Okay, the Quandary is very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. And let's give everything haste. Swing through here and leave 2 blockers just in case. We're not exactly in amazing shape here as far as our life total goes, so I'm gonna hold off on just getting a little crazy with my attacks here. Just send the 4/4 through. It's got Menace, get the job done, and I have a better blocker with the Paragon because it can have that power as a blocker. The Long Reach of Knight's creature does not actually have any power unless it's attacking. So, all right. You know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna steal this and transform it into its life-linking form because it's a Coven of 3. Yeah, that's a good move actually. Just trying to really be super conscious about my life total right now. Being down to 7 doesn't exactly thrill me, but all right. What do we got here? What do we got here? They're thinking hard. I would be too. I mean, they're in the spot where, it's either you turn it around here or you lose the game. If they saw my hand, they would have already conceded. I can almost guarantee it, but you never know. They could have like some sort of farewell. If they have farewell, it's farewell for us. We're toast. Let's hope that's not the case. That's the one card here that shuts us completely down. It's the only card in all of Magic Standard that would win them the game here. So And what do you know? They're running mono white. Let's see. All right, I don't mean to be that guy, but I hope we're not getting roped here. That'd be sad. I thought we were having a good game here. I thought maybe they were thinking, because there's a lot of card touching going on here, but feels like maybe they're roping us now. Wow, I think they did. I think they were just roping us. Savage. Absolutely savage. Let's see what's in that hand, huh? Another Paragon? You were definitely roping us, because you could have easily played that. Let's do this. Let's do this. I know I was being a little more cognizant about my life total, but the opponent's hand has been revealed to me, so not so much anymore. Just gonna go ahead and smash them and get this over with. Yeah, not too sure why they're still touching cards like they're gonna do something. It seems kind of strange at this point to do that. They take the 5. Yeah, this should be over. And they exile that, which is a bummer. Oh, they're dead. They killed themselves because of the quandary. All right, well, that was fun. That was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself today. I hope you guys did as well. Let's break this thing down and talk about it and further, and just kind of explain how we put it together. All right, that will conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to talk about the deck in a little bit more detail and how we put it together. But before I do so, I want to give you guys a huge shout out and thank you for making it this far. If you made it this far into the video, it helps a ton with the YouTube algorithm. They love to see that watch time stuff. So appreciate you for that. Thanks for hanging out. And with that being said, though, let's take a look at today's build. So obviously, Brilliant Restoration, the card we built this entire deck around. I wanted to try this card out again. We've been playing a lot of this card. I mean, the moment it came out, we've kind of exploited this card a few different times. This one actually ended up being a Jeskai build at first, because I really wanted to play, what was it? The Grafted, oh shoot, what is that card called? Grafted Identity. I wanted to try to bring this card in and exploit it. We've done it before with the Brilliant Restoration. We've had a Soul Tie build around this deck, but that's kind of the idea of how it started. I wanted to play that card, wanted to cheat it in without having to sacrifice a creature. So Brilliant Restoration was a really fun way to do that, but we landed on Mardu. And we landed on Mardu because I thought the Painful Quandary was a really fun play, but not only that, if we play some red, we also get access to some really, really great cards. Things like the Dragon War, Fabled Mirror Breaker, Bitter Reunion, things that we couldn't really necessarily give up on. Those are just really, really great spells that we had to have in the deck. So we landed on Mardu. And to talk about this a little bit further, obviously Bitter Reunion, a fantastic card, not only for filling up the graveyard, but getting us extra card advantage, and it gives things haste, which can be a really big deal for things like Cityscape Leveler, which we'll talk about in a minute. But Fabled Mirror Breaker, a no-brainer. Obviously, it fills up the graveyard, not to mention the treasures, which can be used later for the restoration. And then a really fun card is the Elder Dragon War. This thing can unload your entire hand if you wanted it to get you a fresh new hand, which really fills up the graveyard quickly. But it also gives us a body to kind of deal damage with, protect our life total with, and can act as a pseudo sweeper in some cases if the deck, you know, if your opponent's going small enough, like maybe mono red. Not to mention sweepers, we've got Depopulate. This deck was a bit slow. Obviously, we need to work our way up to quite a bit of mana here. 7 mana to get out the restoration, and not only 7 mana, but a very particular set of mana. So Depopulate kind of helps us get to that point. Obviously, there's a lot of aggro going around. Soldiers are mono red, so Depopulate going to be a very important card here. And I've been having a ton of fun with the Long Reach of Night. This is a card you're going to see me playing later in this week too. I really enjoy this card a lot. I think that right now, with the meta being so heavily creature based and aggro based, this thing can really make your opponent, you know, have to make some really tough decisions, man. Having to discard a card or sack a creature, not a fun choice to have to make. Not to mention, it gives us a pretty good sizable body when it's all done. And then another card that fills up the graveyard here, Cemetery Tampering. We splashed in 2 of these because once this is on the field and gets going, it fills up the graveyard extremely fast. Not to mention if you stack it. It's a little bit of a win more card though, because these cards do plenty of job, you know, filling up the graveyard. But this is just a nice little touch. If we draw into it on turn 3, get this down early, this can really get us going really quickly on the, you know, filling up the graveyard stuff, because 3 cards a turn is really nuts, especially not having to invest any further mana into it every turn. And then Restoration of Aganjo made sense to me because, oh geez, there's confetti on my computer. Restoration of Aganjo was really interesting because it can also not only discard enchantments, which can fill up the graveyard, but it can also get back things like Bitter Reunion for free. So I thought this was a really nice touch as well. And then what else do we got here? So these are our win cons, right? So we've got Cruelty of Gix, which can hopefully hit our opponent's graveyard and steal their big things like Titan of Industry potentially, or, you know, just really give them hand hate, or go search for our restoration, which could be very helpful. We got the Painful Quandary. This is a really nice card, obviously, for the fact that if we get ahead of our opponent at any point, once this comes down, they're going to have a really hard time catching up when they have to pay 5 life or discard a card on every play that they want to make. And then our win cons obviously being the 2 ofs of everything here: Portal Phyrexia, Cityscape Leveler, and the Flesh Gorger. Flesh Gorger coming in at a 7/5 body, very nice. Lifelink even better, and a ward mechanic to have to deal 7 damage to your opponent's face if they want to kill it. So this thing is an absolute house of a card. Not to mention Cityscape Leveler. This one's the one that's going to get exploited the least amount, because you have to cast this thing to get its first ability to destroy something on the battlefield. But if you give this thing haste right away with things like Bitter Reunion, we can always trigger its ability right away when it comes into the battlefield. And then Portal to Phyrexia. This is everyone's favorite new artifact. This thing is just busted. Being able to just kill everything on the field and then reanimate your opponent's creatures is really nice. But again, guys, super fun deck. Enjoyed this one a lot. I hope you guys did as well. I thought this was a perfect way to kind of celebrate the 10,000 subscribers. Sorry guys, I've had the hiccups or something, but or acid reflux, something like that. Anyways, yeah guys, I really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys did as well. This is something I really enjoy playing. I play this deck a lot, this restoration sort of game plan, and yeah, I think it's in a pretty good spot. I think it's competitive enough to have fun with. Obviously, taking this on the mythic ladder and having some success today kind of proved it, but definitely a janky build. So if you guys are going to craft this, you know, don't expect to maybe get to top 1500 with it or anything, but maybe you can tweak it. Definitely tweak it to make it your own, and let me know what sort of tweaks you make, and if they pan out for you guys and you find some success. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video, man. A very fun video, a very exciting video because of the, you know, the 10,000 subs and all the extra confetti now that I have to vacuum up because I'm not very smart. But I'm sure my kids will come in here and have some fun here in a moment. I'll let them vacuum it up with their little toy vacuum they have. But yeah, guys, thanks for everything. I appreciate you all very much for everything you guys do for me and all the support you guys give me, because it is actually pretty remarkable, the level of support that some of you guys are showing out there. So thanks for everything, man. And we'll see you guys back here again tomorrow for another video. And oh, I almost forgot. Shout out, of course, to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel. So I got to give them a special shout out, of course, at the end of every video. Let them know how much I appreciate everything they do. But this whole thing's been an appreciation fest for everybody. So we're just going to share the love today with everybody, Mardu Mob. But thanks for everything. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow for another video. Tomorrow's going to be a fantastic one. Definitely going to want to tune in for it. I'm not going to actually spoil it. It's going to be a really good one though. We'll see you guys then. Until next time, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This